Good morning, afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is for you. I'm Cyclone. This is Let's Play Train Simulator, and we are doing more railfanning today. In fact, I should have actually started on these two, because if you look at the time, we started at Laramie at 3 in the afternoon, then we get to 5:30 at Sherman Hill, and then very quickly we jump up to Cheyenne at 6:15. So we should have started at Laramie, but I started at Cheyenne because, you know what, that's the end destination. Why not just start at Cheyenne? Forget about it. Forget about it. So we're going to go ahead and hop into Laramie. We're going to explore that. Then we're going to come back. We're going to look at Sherman Hill, and we're going to explore more railfanning at Sherman Hill. So we got 20 minutes for each scenario. Let's go ahead and get started. I will see you in the scenario. So we've seen this action with this setup before. We just get a nice little camera view of our Railfan platform here. That's the curve going out, and yeah, welcome to Railfan mode, blah blah, we know this. So we're done. We're just going to go ahead and sit here and watch. We don't need to keep this HUD up because it's useless. It says we have a 9.8% gradient. And to stop at Laramie, a Railfan mode. Yeah, once again, we are loose. If we bring up the labels, you can see that that is where our spot is. And if you look on the map, there we are. That's us. Hello. We're going to see all these trains coming along this set of tracks right here. We're at the spot where everyone exits Laramie. You can see a bunch of trains up there waiting for us. And there's a couple up here as well. They're going to be coming along as well. Just two, it looks like, in that area. There's nothing in the buttes. Well, there's this tiny one that's going to be coming along as well. So we're going to see all these. In fact, that might be our first one. So let's hop back out. We're going to go ahead and get ready to take pictures. Label go away. Again, you can push 1 to get back where you started, and then push 8 to go back to free mode. So we're going to look in the distance here. Get our binoculars out. We're going to see some lumber. Fantastic. Not exactly what I want to see, but there's the train coming. Which train is that? Let's take a look. Not ready yet. Not close enough. While we're waiting for it to come along, anything over here? Nothing. Just a sign over there. Welcome to Wyoming. There's a train waiting over there. I think that's the gas turbine waiting over there. It's not moving yet because it's going to be one of the last things we see, but you can see it's there and it's waiting for us to observe it. So let's head back in this direction. I'm zoomed in quite a bit here. There's a train we want to watch right now. This guy's coming along. If I bring up the label for just a second here, you can see nothing. There it is. Union Pacific 96. It's an SW10. This is a switcher. I knew I didn't recognize it because I haven't used it very much. So this is a switcher, SW10. It's bringing some empties with it. So it was doing some work over in the Buttes area, the Red Butte area. And let's hide this. I don't need this. So it's coming back with those empties, and there we are. Gas turbine is still going to be hanging out over there, not going anywhere. So we're going to see this train cross in front of the gas turbine in just a moment. If I turn on labels, you can't really see anything over there either. So we'll leave that alone for now. Going very, very slowly. He's entering the yard. Come back over here. We should eventually see something coming along the curve up here. Not here yet. That's the track 1, track 2 split, and then they merge again back over here. So track 1 and track 2 will eventually meet up back over here near the Wyoming, or the Laramie entrance. There they are meeting back up milepost 565. So we're going to keep an eye over here because I think this is going to be where the next thing comes in. Yeah, right in there somewhere is probably where something's going to come in. Unless the gas turbine moves first. Let's see what's moving. So there's the gas turbine I already mentioned noticing back here. He's just by himself today, just the 3 cars, not dragging anything with him. These other vehicles here are not really, they're just cars in the yard. They're not doing anything. This is also cars in the yard not doing anything. So there's not really anything coming from over here. There's one train up here which is going to come along, ES44 at one point. That's the only thing up here. So we're only going to see a few vehicles coming along here. I'm going too far now. The train that should be moving next is this guy. He is indeed moving. So we're going to see Union Pacific 3744 in just a moment. Let's center back on me. So 3744 should be coming along. Let's go ahead and get on the bridge, shall we? Let's separate from our location here. Let's also not be so zoomed out. That would be helpful. So if you want to know what the Buttes looks like, it's over in this direction. This is the Buttes, so we actually can't go any further. We do have a limitation on how far we can go, ironically enough. So we're not allowed to go towards it. Not as free-form as I thought it was. Foiled again. Foiled again. So we're on a highway here of some sort. The train we're going to be seeing should be coming from this direction soon. We can't go that far. But it's going to be coming in from that direction soon. Let's go back to our yard. Not seeing as much as I'd like to see here. There we go. Ah, the ES44 is going to arrive first, it looks like, before the train coming from the far end. So I'm throwing those two trains coming from the other side are going to be staggered while the gas turbine comes in between them. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen here. So if we hop over to that area, are we going to have it... Is it going to be stalled waiting for this other train? There we go. 5489, going by at very fast speed. And the gas turbine just over here hanging out. Number 18 again, same train. They're admiring this piece of machinery, it looks like. Let's go back to our spot again. By the way, notice the American flag over here. Static shape. Beautiful. Beautiful American flag. Look at that. Beautiful 2D shape there. Love it. So now we're going to get our own nice picture of this train. So he's going to head for the Buttes. You know what I want? I want a picture of those guys hanging out watching looking at the turbine. I want that picture. That's a good picture right there. Let's grab that. As you can see, all the useless cars here. Yeah, he's not moving yet, so we're going to go ahead and just get a nice picture of these guys. Try and get zoomed in at the right angle here. That'll do. So we're going to grab that one. What do you think? Good picture, I think. Back to our perch. He's hauling a lot of cars with him. I'm going to hop into the air here, which is why I'm looking down. I can fly! And as he finishes going by, here comes the first train coming from this direction. So that guy's done going by. There he goes. He's off towards the Buttes. Coming in from Sherman Hill. From the Corral area. Or Colores, I believe it is. 4L is what I keep confusing it with. I like the picture with the highway traffic in the background. I'm going to actually zoom out and get a little closer to that. There we go. And back to my perch. So this train, by the way, I never actually mentioned, but this particular train is 3744. So I think we saw this one in the last scenario. If I bring up the label, you can see it's an SD40. So he's hauling some cars with him this time. He's got an ES44, a couple of ES44s on his back as well. Hauling some cars with him. So there you go. Hey, look what's coming along now. Gas turbine's on its way. And interestingly, it's just the one car coming. I don't know why it's just the one car. The other two got left behind. Oh no, they're all there. Okay, I just didn't see them. All three are there. It didn't look like they were all there at first, but they're all there. And off he goes towards Sherman Hill. And we should have one more train on the way by here. That one more train is hanging out all the way back here right now, but he should be on the move, I imagine, by now. We're going to come back to him in a second. Let's just see what those workers back at the... what those workers are looking at now, because those workers don't really have anything to do now. Dude, your train left. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work, guys. Screw it. They don't want to work. Fire them. They're fired. Can't blame them, right? So we're going to keep an eye on this little area right now. And let's check the time, by the way. Yeah, we got about 8 minutes left. So there's about 8 minutes left in this scenario. So we're going to see one more train coming from this corner. Let's just keep an eye over there. Now the train that we're going to be seeing coming, I should add, is an SC70M. So the SC70M, again, does come with this DLC. None of the trains in these Railfan scenarios are ones that require purchasing additional DLC. If they were, they'd probably be part of that. They'd probably be part of that DLC, not as part of the original DLC. So you can see more trains, therefore, in the scenarios. But yeah, we're going to get to see this SC70M come around the corner any moment. And after it comes around the corner, we're going to be wrapping up the scenario, because this is the last train, I believe, that's on the map for us. We'll back up for a second just to make sure, because there shouldn't really be anything else coming, if I'm correct. I believe this area is empty. That train has gone by. It looks like it's going to be coming to a stop on the track there. Those other vehicles, again, don't have cars attached, or train locomotives attached to them, so they're not going to go anywhere. And there shouldn't be anything else coming from the buttes. And we will get to see the buttes at some point in the future as well. There's a nice... By the way, let's look at this log yard while we have a chance. This looks like a logging area. Oh, it's a junkyard. Look at all the old vehicles. It's a junkyard. Oh, these are very, very junky looking old vehicles. Wow. These don't look realistic at all. These are not realistic old vehicles at all. My goodness. This puts the junk in junkyard. Holy cow. Wow. Okay, well, and there's a working vehicle here too, of all things. Go figure. Back to our perch. So that's a junkyard over there. I would never have thought that was a junkyard. My goodness. Meanwhile, over here at the entrance that we're going to be looking at in a moment, here's some vehicles going over the bridge. If you want pictures of trucks, there's your chance to get a picture of a truck. Oh, the same truck. 2 of them. Twin trucks. Triplet trucks. Look at that. 3 of them. Can we get a 4th one, or was that a 4th one that just went by the other direction? I don't know. Hey, there's a 4th one. Quadruplet trucks. Quintuplet trucks. And I'm done. I'm not going to keep counting. How are we doing on time? 5 more minutes. We're going to see this train come along eventually. Where are we on the mini-map? Oh, there goes the gas turbine down the railroad. Just past the train that we're going to be seeing in a moment. So it's heading towards the portal, I believe. It's going to probably vaporize itself out of existence at that point. Goodbye, Union Pacific gas turbine. And the train coming along right now, it's getting close to the curve. It's still a little ways away, but it is getting close to the curve. Let's reposition to see if we can get a better view of it. There it is. Gonna get ourselves into a nice bit of a photo spot here if we can. Still far away. Still quite a distance away. You can see the signal in the other direction is yellow, so the gas turbine's moved on a bit here. If we look at the map to find out where the gas turbine went, he is all the way down here now. He's probably going to head down towards the portal. He's going to be gone. Meanwhile, we got a train coming for us. That's the SD70 I mentioned earlier. SD70M, actually. Milepost here is something half. There we go. Oh, we're going inside the rock here. Where'd the train go? Have I lost the train? I've lost the train. There it is. Is that ST? Yeah, the turbine went out of existence. It just went in the portal and it's gone. So the turbine is no longer on the map. There you go. And back to my perch now, because I should be in a good spot to perch this now. You now see him from the Railfan location. Get a nice picture of him coming under the bridge. Get as much of it as I can in the picture. That'll do. So as you can see, that is Union Pacific 5135. I could have just read the side of the train, but and I don't believe there's any other funky traffic that's going to be going by here. I don't think we have any balloon loop SD40 or anything like that this time. I mean, we could find something over here if it was programmed, but nothing else is added. There is that SW10 empties, the 96 did go into the yard, so it did pull in there. It is parked now, but nothing else is going to be coming down from here. So we are going to be done as far as this scenario in just a moment. Let's go. Let's go find this other guy that has parked. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Not often you get to get a nice view of the yard like this. Let's just take one of these just for giggles. Oh, I got that one just in time, it looks like. That was some great action. Hopefully you captured lots of, yeah, we get it. Scenario complete. I got that one just in time. Almost got a picture of the thank you for playing message. And there you go, your 1,000 points. Let's go ahead and get in the second scenario because we got one more Railfan scenario to do here today. We're not done yet. You're getting a 2-for-1 feature here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head right over to Sherman Hill. And I expect we're going to have a lot more fast driving over the summit because we're going to see trains coming in both directions, I believe, over the summit. So this is going to be much, I imagine, a much faster pace Railfan experience coming up here. So here's another Railfan. And as you can see, Railfan does have its own category. So you can pick all the Railfan scenarios out of here if you want to. There's only the 3 in the Sherman Hill area, obviously, because no others have been programmed. But if you were to go to the workshop, you might be able to find people who have set up their own Railfan scenarios. And they'll be available as well for you to play. So some of them show up in the workshop as well. And often need other DLC. But, you know, them's the bricks. Let's get into Sherman Hill's Railfan scenario at the summit. I'll see you in there. Here we are at the summit, ladies and gentlemen. At least I believe we're at the summit. There's a pile of rocks over there. We have to use that in our pictures. They will definitely have to be used. Oh yeah, I know what this does. That's fine. We're done. So let's see what's happening over here. There's our Railfan perch. And as you can see, we are... No, it's not at the summit. We're actually at Dale. This is near Dale. We're at milepost 544, and Dale is somewhere in this area. So we're gonna have probably an opportunity. Actually, there's Dale right there. Dale on that side. There's our Railfan perch, and there's the Dale House track. There's already a train coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ourselves set up to watch this train come by. I'm probably not gonna get too many pictures of the trains in this area, because except for on the rocks. Let's see if I can set myself up on the rocks here. Not in the rocks, on the rocks. Oh, that's not a good view. Not a good view at all. He's coming from this direction? I think he is. Train's coming. I think it's coming from this direction. Pretty sure of it. There it is. I'll let you see which train it is. It's an ES44 7480. There we go. We got one nice action shot today. There you go. Not gonna watch those cars. It's making me dizzy. I hopped up in the sky to see if we can get a hint of any other train coming in the other direction, but I don't think we see one yet. That truck's going to be there for a while. Poor guy. There's only 2 tracks here. There's not a lot we can really do here, but taking a look at the minimap is going to give us a clue of where we can go to get some other pictures along the way. Right now, the next train coming from this direction is going to be this 5311 ES44, but we're not going to see him yet. He's kind of on the snake curve. And there's no one else on the way to Granite, so it looks like this is just going to be like a few trains, which I expected. That's it. So he's going by. We're going to have another one coming by from this direction. This is the an SD70. And then the last train is probably going to be the fabled gas turbine, or not an SD40. There's a gas turbine somewhere in this map. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I'm not sure where this gas turbine is, but he's in here somewhere. So that train's gone by. If you look in the background behind that rock, there you go. You can actually see the other trains coming from behind the rock. That'll be nice. Actually makes a nice picture. I might take that one. There we go. So the other guy coming from that direction wasn't moving yet. Is anything else moving in this direction? Let's take a look at over here and find out. Nope. Next train is still a mile away, but it is not moving. Who is moving? Something has to be moving. Oh, you're not. Who is coming by our location? There's no one down here. I am puzzled. What is coming in our direction? There's nothing at Granite. I have no idea who is moving right now. This train hasn't started moving yet. Ah, you are moving now. SD70 coming from this direction next. So keep an eye on this area over here. In fact, I'm going to zoom over to there if I can. Oops, not like that, I'm not. That's as far as I'm allowed to go. But if I look in the distance, you can see nothing. You get nothing. You lose. The next train is coming from this direction. I'm going to try to hang out here and get a picture. Not really much to take a picture of with here. Oh, water. Let's go for a swim. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Ah, nice and... I'm not in water. Now I'm in water. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, back in the sky. Let's find our tracks. There it is. This seems like a good picture spot. Wouldn't you agree? Look at the shadows there. Nice picture location. This is picturesque. Except it's probably on the wrong track, so we're not going to get a good view of it from here. So let's not do that. Are you coming yet? No, you're not. Let's go back to my post. I might be happy I did that. Okay, this one's a little bit longer than the other ones, unfortunately. Bit of a longer wait to find the trains in this one. I mean, I guess I should have expected that because they are obviously going to be having to wait for each other with only 2 tracks. They can't just go wherever they need to go. So this is kind of to be expected, but it's taking a little longer than even I expected at this point. As you can, whoops, not what I want to do at all. That was a bad view. If I bring up the this, you can see it's already been 7 minutes sitting here, and it's a 20-minute scenario. So yeah, it's going to take a little while. So while we're waiting for these trains, I should probably talk about what I'm going to be doing next. after these Railfan scenarios. I'm going to be going to the London to Brighton route next. London to Brighton is, I've already played all 12 scenarios, by the way, and I've got it mixed in with another couple routes that I'm not going to spoil at this point. I'm going to bring them up later because during London to Brighton, I'm kind of hemming and hawing as to what my next route will be. So I'm not going to spoil at this point what the next routes are. I have to decide at this point what they are. But London to Brighton has 12 scenarios that are available to play as part of the DLC, plus anything that you get with the other locomotives that you get separately, of course. So London to Brighton has 12 scenarios. I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about what you can expect to see in the London to Brighton DLC, which I'm loading the information again right now. London to Brighton is I'm not going to go over the whole history of it, but it's about a 60-mile or so route between London and Brighton, obviously. London, the UK, London Victoria Station, and the Brighton Station at the south end of the UK in the center. We are going to be driving the Class 377 Electrostar as part of the London to Brighton DLC. So we're going to see the 377 Electrostar as part of that. So that's going to be what's coming up in London to Brighton. And the Class 377, by the way, drives like a dream. I love that electric train. I kind of mentioned that at one point during, I might have been during the Suburban Glasgow. I might have brought that up because at that point, Suburban Glasgow was about the third route I believe I drove. But it's the first one I'm showing you because, in my opinion, this is a really, really well done route. And I wanted to show off all of the everything from that route because it is a very well done route. The person who designed the route, it wasn't someone from Rivet Games. Rivet Games actually got the route themselves. They paid for the rights to the route and they released it. So they actually, the route designer actually benefited from that because he did such a really good job on that route. The guy who designed the route did really well on that. And he deserves all the credit for that. And Rivet Games, of course, made some scenarios to go with it, which were actually really nice scenarios as well. I just wish they had the Expedition Summer one, so I had to throw one myself. But this 377, this train drives beautifully. There are 12 scenarios set up for this route. They're all using the 377. 6 of them are career scenarios. Some of them don't have the right amount of points available. For example, you might have only 999 points, or in one case, even only 900 points with a very, very tight timetable. So if you want to get a gold star, you have to earn it in that one, without question. They don't give you the ability to miss 1 point in that one. You think they just make it out of 1,000 and make the point penalty cost you there, but no. They made it out of 900 instead. I guess that was easier. And we're still waiting for this train here, by the way, to come by. So all the scenarios from London to Brighton take place in 2012, except for one that seems to be from 2010, a Southern Connection travel there. And there are actually some Railfan scenarios, I believe. No, those are, I take that back. No, these are free roams I'm looking at. There are some free roams that only let you go so far. You don't get to see the whole route, only a certain part of it. So I'm not going to waste time on the free roams because there's no reason to, really. And being in the UK, you get to see the repeater signals in use again in a few spots on that route. And AWS obviously is active on that route as well, being a UK passenger route. So there you go. That's what's coming up. London to Brighton is going to be coming up, and I am still waiting for a train, aren't I? This is a long, long wait. You would think that nothing was coming at this point. It's a 20-minute scenario, and I've only seen one train so far from my perch. But if I go to look at the mini-map, you will find that this UP4813 still hasn't moved. Where did he come from? Did he just portal into existence? Because now there's a train coming over here as well. These guys were not here. No, this is... Sorry, I take that back. That guy went by. This is the guy who hasn't moved yet. Sorry, he was here before. But that guy hasn't moved. Has the guy over here moved yet? Oh, good. 5311 is on the way. That's Union Pacific ES44AC on the way along. There's nothing behind him, so once he goes by, there's nothing else to look at. I'm watching this SD70, and he's still not moving. So we know what our next train is going to be. He's going to be coming from this direction. Let's get in the sky and take a look. If I don't get myself dizzy. I think I'm on the wrong view for this. There we go. That's the wrong path. That's where track 3 goes off. That's not what I want at all. This is what I want. Go through the rocks. That makes sense. Gonna see if I can find some kind of geographical formation to work with here. You know, this 2-mile limit is relatively annoying. This 2-mile limit is extremely annoying. There he comes. I'm 2 miles out from my location, so I can't get any closer, but here he comes coming into the map right now. I can get a picture of him coming around the mountain as she comes. He'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming. I'll stop now. We're going to see her coming around the mountain in a moment. There it is. As you can see, that is a train I'm not going to be able to get the label up on yet, but we're going to get a good look at it in a second. I think it was an SC-70 if I remember correctly. That appears to be an engine parked in the middle of the train. That is extremely unusual, and there's one at the end of the train as well, obviously. Not sure why the one is in the middle of the train. That's very strange. But here is the Union Pacific 5311 coming along right now. And I didn't get the picture I wanted to get, so we'll do that right now. Yay! You can see the other train is actually coming right behind it. I probably want to get back to my perch. Because he's 2 miles away from me now. This would be a good view. What do you think? You like this view, guys? Let me know in the comments if you like my views here. Interesting view through a snow fence. Why not? Try something different. It's Railfan mode. Let's do something different. Apparently I'm not doing a good job with the snow fence. Let's go over to here. Nah, it's not going to work. Here's a snow fence view I can take. Got a limited amount of time to line up this shot, guys. Think I'm going to get it in time? Oh yeah, here I am. That'll do. If I mess around with it more, I'm going to miss my chance. I should have waited on that one a little longer. Oh well. So it's a long wait for these trains to get here, but when they get here, you get some action. Anything come from this direction? That's track 3 jetting off, by the way, if you remember that from previous scenarios. I'm waiting to see if this SC-70M has decided to move yet. I'm not going to be allowed to find out, apparently. No. Still hasn't moved, apparently. So he's going to finish going by, and then right behind him, we're going to have... there's the engine stuck in the middle of the train. This makes no sense. Like, guys, tell me if this is normal. I don't know if this is normal. Yeah, 4818 is parked in the middle of this train for some reason. Ah, he's on a different track. I see. He's on a different track. Okay, I get this. I get this. It's a different track he's on. I might be able to line up a picture here. Yep, I'm gonna get her. Good enough. What else is coming? We got 2 trains coming at the same time on that track. I didn't know they were that close together until I looked a long time ago. Nothing else is coming from that direction. There's nothing over there now. So the only thing left is this SD70M that just has not moved yet. I don't know why this train has not moved, but it has not moved. My guess is that something went wrong and it just isn't going to move in this scenario because we're almost out of time. We're not going to see this train. That SD70 just is shy today. It doesn't want to be seen. So we're not going to get to see it. Oh well, we tried. We tried to get it. May have just been a blueprint issue because I played all 3 of these back to back and also after re-recording run number 6, scenario number 6. So because of that, I may have actually caused more problems for myself in not being able to see that train because of something I did. And that's why we had such a long wait. I was trying to figure why that train wasn't moving, but now it makes sense. Because we would have had it in between the other train. But my guess, maybe it just got stuck at a red signal because these 2 trains were coming on the other tracks. Maybe just been stuck at a red signal. Actually, no, we have 5 more minutes. We have 5 more minutes. Let's start at quarter... Hold on. No, that was it. That was some great action. Yeah, that was it. We didn't get to see it. I was right. My first guess was correct. It was 20 minutes. So that's that. That's the scenario. And that's all of our rail fanning on Sherman Hill, apparently. As we stopped by looking at grass there. So yeah, I have my top score. I have everyone else with a top score. And everyone else here with a top score. And that is that. So we're going to return next for London to Brighton. Make sure you stay tuned for that next. London to Brighton will be our next map that we explore, as I talked about while waiting for an SC70 that never came. In the meantime, if you want to find more Railfan scenarios yourself, you can actually find them by going to the career tab like this. I'm not sure if some are under standard as well. You might find some standard ones that are not career. But you can go to the tab, you can click on this, and is Railfan an option? It should be an option, I would imagine. 20 pages. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's not do it this way. Can I close that? No, let's try and do this. If you want to find Railfan yourself, I will find a way to get it for you. Bear with me. Nope, it's not going to let me scroll right now because it's going to the workshop tab, of course. So let's get out of there. I've unsubscribed from all of these, but they're all still here. So I still have all these scenarios, it looks like. If I go down to the Railfan scenarios I just completed and click on this, and then click on this, and can I just pick Railfan this way? Maybe it's not going to work. My goal was to just pick the Railfan element, and yeah, it's not going to let me. So my goal was to pick the Railfan element and actually make that something you can look up, but I'm probably going to have to go through 20 pages to do that, and I don't really want to go through 20 pages to find that. But if you pick the Railfan element from there, you can find all the Railfan scenarios, and you're going to be able to do whatever more Railfan you want to do. In fact, if I just look at a random route here, which it's not letting me scroll now, that's a fantastic way to do it. I could probably find another... Oh, I'm on F7 now. Nice. I just went by some. So there's some Railfan on... There's a Railfan on the LGV. There's a Railfan on Cologne to Koblenz. So you can watch all these different Railfan scenarios, watch all these trains go by, and you can just to get some pictures. And if that's all you want to do to play this game, that's all you have to do. It's a lot of money to spend on get 3 scenarios to take pictures, but you can do that. You're allowed to do that. It's your money. It's your game. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. But make sure you get behind the train and drive it sometimes too, because that's where the fun of the game really comes in. So, but taking pictures, just a nice little relaxing thing to do when you don't have a lot of time to do to complete something, you can do it. So I hope you enjoyed these Railfan scenarios. We'll see you for more driving next time on London to Brighton. I'm Cycle. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel to see more train simulator content and other games I play as I play them. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, whatever it is for you. Your part of the world. And we'll return to Sherman Hill at a later time for more content. But for right now, we're done. We're going to London to Brighton. See you next time. Bye-bye.